Hello, welcome back. Today I have another ink sample review for you. This is Habanero by Noodlers, and we'll give this a try. I don't believe this has any shimmer or anything in it, but I think from what I read, it should have some shading. So hopefully we will get to see that. Let me get some more on here. There we go. Right now it's a very, very bold yellowy orange. Okay, we'll put a little extra down here. All right. Going to go ahead and write the name on here. Okay, and then I'm going to set this under the fan to dry. I will be right back. All right, we're back. So I've got some copy paper here, and I always like to test the inks out on copy paper first, because sometimes if you're at work or school or something and all you have access to is some cheap paper, you just want to know if the ink will behave itself. So that's why I test it out on here. All right, this is Habanero and copy paper. So far it's a really nice orangey color. We'll set that aside to dry, and then I'm going to test this out on some HP 32. HP 32 is another type of copy paper, but it has a nice smooth coating on it, so of course the writing experience is better, but also it resists the ink a little bit. So sometimes if the ink has any special properties, you'll be able to see it on this paper, and it typically resists things like feathering and stuff. So all right, whoops, and this is HP 32. Okay, I'm already seeing some shading, so that's a good sign. And if there's another color that you'd like to see me review, just leave a comment, and if I have the color or if I can get it, we'll make a video of it. There we go. Okay, there's that. Looking good so far. Let's try this on some Tomo River paper. All right, Tomo River paper usually gives very good results, I guess, with the ink. It usually shows off all the nice properties that it has. There we go. And already I'm seeing some shading, so that's a good sign. As you know, I like the shading property of ink the most, probably, out of all the others. I like shimmers, and I like a lot of things, but the shading is probably my favorite. So what I'm going to do is check on the swatch we made. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So here's how this came out. On the copy paper, it did fine. I don't see any feathering, so this would be a good one to use if all you have is some cheap paper. This looks really orange, and that's great. This would be a really nice fall color, and it's very, very pretty. So, and it's not super bright neon, and it's not too pale, so this is a really good one for just maybe everyday use on regular paper. You do get to see a tiny bit of shading, actually. Like down here where the ink went down a little lighter, it's a paler color than some of the other places. It's not super prominent or noticeable, but it is there. And then on the HP 32, you can see that the shading is a little more dramatic. You can see quite a bit more of the shading, which is really, really nice. And again, it's a really nice orangey kind of a color. It looks a little bit more bold compared to the copy paper, and a little bit more rich. And this is a really nice ink, and it went down real smooth, no issues. And then here it is on the Tomo River, and again, you can see that the shading is even more dramatic than before. And it looks really, really nice in the writing. And then up here in the swatches, you can see how it almost has like a sunset effect, where it's, you know, going from light to dark. So this shading, this very nice one for shading. If you are looking for kind of a yellowy, orangey brown color with a lot of shading, this is a really nice one. It's really pretty in person. I hope that the camera is picking that up, but it's really, really nice. And then here's how it looks on our swatch. And you can see that clearly, I've got fingerprints on it, unfortunately. But there's clearly quite a bit of shading in here. Very, very nice lighter color up here, and then it goes down to this almost like a reddish color down at the bottom there where it's been put on there thicker. And I'm not sure, I don't think this here is like a sheen. I think maybe I just put down too much ink and it just won't dry. So that's probably what that is. Once it's fully dry, I'm sure that'll go away. But if not, then it's got some sort of a weird sheen going on. But I don't see anything in the writing. The down here in the writing, you can see is a little bit of shading. So this is a really pretty ink if you're looking for something in this kind of like orangey red vein. Is very, very pretty. So if this was helpful to you at all, or if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you'll see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.